Mr. Higashi. I've been looking through this Japanese art book and I have noticed a lot of wall scrolls.
Oh yeah, those are called Kakejiku. It's a very common art form in Japan. People have them in all their houses and in businesses. They often show scenes of nature.
Like the cherry blossoms that we saw on our visit to Japan.
Yeah, that'd be a very common theme that we can put in a picture. We can make one if you wanted to.
Yes, I would love one to hang in our house.
Yeah, let's get some supplies together.
And here's what we'll need today. A white sheet of paper. I'm using 6 inches by 18 inches because I want it taller than I want it wide. Some acrylic paint, but you can use any kind of paint that you have. You want to make sure you have black and pink, and then I'm using the white so I can make my pink into different shades. I got some tape, some different paintbrushes, watercolor paints, which we're going to use for our background, a cup of water, a tray to mix the paint in, a pencil, some string, some sticks, and I'm using this plastic cup as a template to make a circle out of.
All right, Mrs. Higashi, here's what we need to start. We have our watercolor paints set up, our piece of white paper, water cup, our circle template, and some brushes. And the first thing we want to do is we want to take the circle, place it anywhere near the top of our paper, and we're going to trace this to make a sun or a moon, depending on what time of day it is. And I'm just going to lightly trace around it with my pencil. And now you can go ahead.
Thank you.
Alright, so after we have it traced, we want to put watercolor paint, just a very light coating of watercolor paint, all over everywhere except inside that circle. And we want to use any color or any combination of colors, but we don't want to use black or brown. So anything else. So go ahead and get your brush. Let's get some water. And I'm going to use a little warm colors, so I'm going to use yellows, reds, and oranges.
I think I'm going to use purple and blue.
All right, let's go. So once you have your paper painted, we're just going to leave it to dry for a little bit. After about 10 minutes, our paper is dry enough to work on. I have now gotten out our acrylic paint, but you can use tempera paint or whatever kind of liquid paint you have at home. But like I said, you want to make sure you use black. This is going to be our tree branch. And pink and white, we're going to make our cherry blossoms out of those. And we're going to sort of mix the colors together to make a variety of different shades and tints. So I'm going to start with my thicker brush, and I'm going to start at the bottom and just start to make some black tree branches.
Okay.
In Japanese art, simplicity is what you want to go for. So you don't want to overdo it or get too highly detailed. I'm just going to make like one really big branch and then just have some forking off of it like the letter Y, sort of. And it's okay if I just plan it out first. It doesn't have to be thick and colored quite yet. I will go back and paint on top of it as I go. Now, something important to think about is branches like to grow upward towards the sky. You don't often see them going downward. So as you're making your branch, try to always go up. Right, now that we have our branch going, I'm going to clean my brush. Use a paper towel, which I did not tell you you needed, but you can get one. And coming around the branches, I'm just gonna take pink and I'm gonna start to just dabble cherry blossom leaves. And I can use white, pink, and a mixture of them. And I just want to start to fill in. Now, Mrs. Higashi is going to do a different style. What are you going to do, Mrs.
I'm
Higashi?
going to try my hand at doing petals.
Oh, actual flower shapes?
Yes, and some flower shapes, and then I'll do dots as well.
All right, let's go ahead. So we finished up our painting. We added a little bit of Japanese writing. We actually just signed our name in Japanese. And now we're gonna finish off our little wall scrolls. We're gonna take 2 sticks each that we got from our backyard, and we're just gonna tape them up on the top and the bottom. And then we're gonna just take a piece of yarn and tie it to the top. Let's go ahead and do this. And you could use hot glue if you wanted to, but we thought we would just use tape to do this. And let's take a look how our final projects turned out.
Can't wait to hang them up.
Well, thanks for visiting us this week for our little trip to Japan and Golden Week.
And make sure to subscribe and see what we're up to next.
That's all for today. Bye.